In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Subsistence on Season 5. Now, I am out and about over here because I have some visitors that have decided to visit my camp, and they're making such a racket with all their noise that it's just like impossible to start a video. It's like they're growing out of the rock face. Hold on, what's that? 4, 5. Yep, normal. Okay. 1, 2. Yeah, when they don't have a helmet, it's a 2-shot. When they have a helmet, it takes 5 hits. I wonder if they're doing damage to that, because that's definitely taking a bit of damage. Might have to come, well, I know why I want to upgrade, but I have other things that need to get done. All right, so I have some steak and stuff I can eat. I did eat that chicken that I had cooking, so don't worry, I didn't waste it. Unlike wasting blueberries, I waste blueberries all the time. Let's see. I think today I need to let the base rest a little while and provide me some supplies. You know what might be a good idea? It's been a few days. Maybe we'll make a run to the other side of the map and see about getting some more alcohol. I've had that drill sitting over there getting me let's go ahead and burn these. Getting me water, so, and those potatoes probably, I'm not very confident about that, but probably would be ready to harvest. So yeah, we'll make another run over there. I've got some stuff I want to talk about. So there's been a lot of activity on Steam forums, and I'm trying to engage on the Steam forum page a little bit more. I've been anti-Steam forum for a while, and maybe that's not fair. So I'm trying to be a little more active over there. We'll see how it goes. But came across an individual claiming to found a way to do tunnels in Subsistence and had built this massive underground tunnel system that allows him to traverse the map, go to the caves, and basically breaks the game. But you know, it's a solo game. I mean, he's doing it on a dedicated server, but it's his own private dedicated server. I'm like, basically do what you want. But I watched the video, and I do video editing. I'm not some superstar or anything like that. Don't get that idea. It's just sometimes I can catch when well, that didn't look realistic, or there's something wrong with that sequence between this frame, that frame, and this frame. I noticed a hitch or whatever it is. Something just doesn't look right. So I basically call the video a fake. 1, I know you can't dig in this game. It's impossible. 2, there is an issue with glitching through the map and the new ice hole that was introduced into the game. And Cold Games is already going to fix that. He knows about that one. And so I was like, well, maybe what this person was showing in their video might work. So I went and tested it. No, it doesn't. So the video as presented is definitely fake. But they made a comment to somebody else on the Steam forum. Oh, see, when I don't think about the game, I'm just running around. That's when I get cotton seeds. When I say I'm gonna go out and get cotton seeds, I won't see a single cotton seed. Aha, yes. Loot. It's a loot and talk day. Definitely makes me happy to get a cotton seed. But I went ahead and went out on their server. Is that server actually active? Well, sure enough, there was a server out there. And I went out there and the guy knew who I was and asked me not to record. And I said I wouldn't record for Steam or YouTube. And I said if I was going to record for, you know, providing it out to the public, I would have asked before I ever started. And asked me not to tell anybody how it worked, which is fine because as it turned out, it's an exploit. And I don't deal in exploits. I mean, I'll show a bug, you know, something that's funny. Okay, Piggy, hold on a second, let me grab this. I don't do that kind of stuff, but I'm not about breaking the game and then publicizing that I broke the game. I'll tell Cole Games about it, but I'm not going to, you know, clickbait and try to get, you know, views based on an exploit. And it definitely is an exploit, okay? Out of bounds, completely. Ooh, nice double ore spot. Let's grab this real quick. But like I said, if that's what this person wants to do on their own, you know, their own thing, that's fine. If you're using it as an exploit on a dedicated server that is PvP or something, then this is pretty gnarly. And so I made the comments that, you know, I thought it was an exploit, and he took it well. He didn't get pissed off in that. But then somebody else kept challenging him, and I said the video was fake, but only in so that you didn't know how it actually, you know, it worked. And then this person went ahead and went public with the information, which is perfectly fine. That's their right to do. I'm not upset about it in any way, shape, or form. But it's caused a lot of back and forth. And I'm not going to attack the guy. Like I said, it is I wouldn't call it a cheat because, like I said, unless you're doing it, oh my God, we need to keep talking about this. 2 cotton seeds in one day. Okay, rewards for actually bringing up content. I love it. So yeah, it's not a problem that he put it out, you know, in the ether. And he had Cole Games' permission. He said, you know, I'm not going to stop you from posting anything. You know, and the video is up. Nothing, you know, Cole Games not done with the video, but either Steam, the Steam team, interesting name for it, or Cole Games actually took down the post that was put up. Did this stop? Nope, it's still going. Actually, it might actually ran out of power over here. But I had it on 2 times the last time. Negative 0.25. And what's the base bringing in? Yeah, it ran out of power. So yeah, some night it probably ran for a good long while to get 14 water, and then finally ran out of power. So okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'd say the fridge wasn't on, was it? Let's go ahead and dump this stuff in the fridge. Something that I like to do. And let's go ahead and turn the fridge on while I'm in the area. That'll maintain my food. And it's only going to be for a little while, so I'm not worried about the use of the water. 35 potatoes. Now, ooh, a second. This is the long part of doing this, unfortunately. But it's definitely faster to do than sitting here trying to burn water, basically. To boil the water and make it clean. Just drill it up, come over here, grab it, and then wham, bam, alcohol. Potato seeds that I can go plant. Speaking of that, okay, no more. Let's go see what potatoes I can get. We'll replant everything. Looks like Okay. Well, I've got 2 planters of potatoes ready to go. And I'm not going to use any resources over. Oh, okay, good. I'm not going to use any resources over here. I'm trying to make free alcohol, basically. The power's free because I have solar panels over here. And then gives me 1 extra. Yep, that worked out perfect. So back to the video issue. What I really wanted to say is I don't fault the guy for doing what they did. Somebody challenged them and they felt like they had to defend themselves and provided proof of what they did and then told the world how to do it. Okay, perfectly fine. If that's what you want to do, I'm okay with that. If Cole Games isn't, that's up to Cole Games to deal with it. But what I really wanted to say, if you go and look, a lot of you probably already knew who I'm talking about. I'm not going to call out his channel or anything because, like I said, he is doing an exploit and he's publicly putting it out there, which I'm sorry I can't support. What I will support, though, is the guy is seriously good at building in this game. He does things in this game that I didn't think were possible. I messed around and couldn't duplicate some of the things, so I don't know if he's using the there used to be a way to get into the save and you could manipulate something in the save and make it move. Like, you place this down, but now you wanted it to angle it so it was horizontal and not vertical and sticking through the wall or something. You could do that if you knew how to manipulate the save. I don't know how to do that, but I've heard people talk about that as a process. And that's the only way that I know of making pontoons, where you use the power storage units to look like a floating device for your wood walkways, which, I would love to be able to do that. It would really set off the look that I'm trying to get when I do, quote unquote, a water floating base. But yeah, he's got some really nice builds. I looked at some of his other videos and some of the stuff. He's like this huge giant power plant that looks really cool and would be really interesting if you could do it legitly, actually in game and not modding anything. Now, maybe there is a way to do it. I'm not saying there isn't. What I'm saying is I don't know it. So maybe not. I'd say search out his channel if you want to see some really cool build ideas. I wanted to give the guy some props. One, he was upfront and showed me how he did it on his server, which I appreciate him showing that to me, taking the time. And 2, he was getting a lot of crap thrown at him for doing it and stuff. So I can understand the pressure got to him, and he's like, okay, that's it. I'm just going to put out a video and prove that it's true. And I mean, it is something interesting. I mean, he did find something that was really interesting. I just think Cole Games is going to fix it. Probably, my guess would be in the next update, because it's an exploit and Cole Games usually fixes those. I will tell you, he has asked me in the past that some of the things that I have found to not put them out there. And I have honored every request he's made. One, I don't think I've ever put an exploit out that I can think of. I mean, it might, I guess the BCU thing that I do could be considered an exploit. I'll admit that. Where I place a BCU out as sacrificial, knowing that the hunters are going to attack your first BCU. So put it out there and let them have at it and protect your base. A little exploitative, and I can understand if somebody said, that's an exploit too, and I would have to admit, yeah, you're probably right. It probably is an exploit, but it's kind of a concession, because if I wanted, I could just turn, and one, you guys would never know, Well, you'd figure it out eventually when the hunters never attack my base anymore. But I could set them to revenge only or something like that. And, you know, but then I don't, or no attacks period. And then I'm not getting that periodic attack that's doing all the damage to my base. And it's basically damage to the base that I had to repair, which is what led me to going, hey, wait a second, I understand how the AI works. Oh, hello, speaking of AI, why not use that knowledge to my advantage? Now, there's a lot of animals over here. Bears over there, okay. There's a cougar around the corner that I saw. I've got a nice rock, too. Not a very high rock, but a nice rock. I hit. I didn't get a headshot, which is what I was hoping for. There's the cougar. I want to keep an eye on the cougar. Come here. But I knew one of you didn't have a helmet on. Oh, two of you don't have helmets on. I got a guy behind me. I'm gonna try. Oops. I'm gonna try not to use a first aid kit if I can help it. I'm just gonna do it because I'm already bleeding. God, I hate when they hide behind the bushes. All right. Okay, wood and planks. I'm good with that. More wood. Okay. I mean, not the greatest loot, but not bad. How many arrows do I have? 22. Okay. Let's check their fire. See if there's anything interesting in it. I'll take the ash and run. Not too bad. So yeah, definitely check the guy out. He's got some really cool building things he can do. Since he's already found an exploit, I'm guessing he knows more and was able to use those for doing some of the building. I mean, some people could look at my current base as an exploit, since the hunters seem to... It's like somehow I built my base in such a way that it causes the hunter's AI to wig out. And I'm not sure yet exactly what causes it. Because I've done floating bases like that with the BCU out in the water, the one that they want to attack, and having platforms like that set out there. I've never seen the hunters get jammed up. I don't know if when Cole Games was fixing other things with the hunter AI, that it exposed an issue that one of the ways that I build a floating base could, exploit or not. Basically what I'm saying is I didn't look for this. I'm going to enjoy it on this. I probably won't build this way the next time that I build a base. I mean, I'm abusing the hunter AI. I know I'm abusing the hunter AI. I'm just going to have fun with it. Hey, chicken, how you doing? I'm going to get down here and get cooled off real quick. At least a little bit. Speaking about hunter AI, I bet that when I go over here, I'm going to find a hunter. Oh, no. Okay, I thought I saw a building crate. I bet I'll find a hunter stuck over there. And I see a pearl. And when they're that shallow and close, I might as well grab it real quick. Cotton seeds and pearls. Definitely a good loot day. Just those. If nothing else, if that's all I got today, I'd be more than happy. Any other shallow pearls I don't have to do too much diving for, I'll grab on the way home. I probably should spend more time swimming to my base, because let's be honest, right now, the thing that's holding me back the most is pearls. I know I need 40 crystals. Thank you guys for reminding me how many crystals it takes to make a BCU cracker. And that each BCU cracker, you'll need more pearls because it takes, I think, like 6 circuit boards to make a BCU cracker. It is a lot more expensive to make BCU crackers now than the last time I made BCU crackers. So yeah, there is that. So I won't be cracking the BCUs too often. It'll be something, you know, that I do. Like, I'm definitely want to do it to move the 2 smaller bases into closer to my base. And then if I do it, it would be because either I didn't like the design of the base or the placement of their base, and I want them to move it, or you know, some other kind of reason or something that I'd waste the resources to crack the base. I still don't see a reason to crack a fortress, the fortress base, unless of course the whole reason is because you need to move it. One time I did it because I wanted to see what kind of loot you got, and you don't get enough loot for it. Honestly, you don't. Not for the amount of time and the size that base is it worth it at all? Not even close. If Cold Games made cracking the fortress worth it, like if the fortress loot box was more equipment and part centric, meaning you crack a fortress and you're getting, you got a guarantee of getting a solar panel. You have a chance of getting more than one. You have a chance to get some other building parts, or maybe even a BCU cracker as a small chance, or lockpick, something that's tangible that I can look at and go, okay, this was worth my time. Then I'd be more, you know, inclined to do that. But as it stands right now, yeah, sorry, Cold Games. You know I love you. I love your game, but it's not worth it, buddy. I know maybe not what you want to hear, but it is my honest opinion. All right, so 3 pearls. That's cool. I think I'll just go ahead, just drop everything in here real quick, because I can get out there and get some more loot done. We might get another cottonseed. Let's grab some more water real quick. Just had some food. I'm not gonna make anything cook because I seem to have gotten back into my bad habit of starting food, running off doing something or talking, and forgetting about my food. So let's try not to do that. Actually, let's check on our chicken, because I haven't been up here. See the chicken. Level 5, and your health is good, which means you're not out of anything. You're doing awesome. I mean, I guess I should do the feces upgrade up, feces tray upgrade up here at a bare minimum. I only need 1 more plate and I can easily make it. Hold on. Let's look again. What do I need for a plate? I've got the resources. I know I'm trying to build up power, but sometimes you have to use some of that power. I'll grab the glue. One thing I don't hurt for is glue for sure. Mass and power, yes. The glue, yes. The plate, yes. Oh, I'm trying to remember what else I needed. I think that would cover anything it could take. I just don't remember. Someone made a comment that maybe I want to add an elevator just so I can get up to the chicken. I like the idea. If I was going to do it, I don't know if this has worked. I've never tried a temporary wall with an elevator before, but I'll talk you through. I need metal ingot. Okay. So what I would do is I'd build a wall, have an elevator, and I want the elevator to bring me up this way, so that when I come up, I'm facing this way. So the rail would be sticking out there, but I don't want any wall behind it. So I'd build the wall up, attach the elevator and stuff to it, and then I'd want to be able to tear the wall down. And I'd want it to come from below. Basically, there would be no opening over here anymore, and it would just be the elevator. And it just bring me up here. I step off, take care of the chicken, come back down here, and then lower back down into my base. Since we can build all this kind of stuff, Cold Games, it would be really nice if we also had the ability to create a automatic hatch that works with the elevator, so that if your elevator extends outside of your base, outside the roof, that it would cost power. Okay, I'm not saying it needs to be free, but as the elevator goes up, that opening would open. Install. I might as well get the feces because it's free power, or free fertilizer and stuff. That would be kind of one of those quality of life, something that's really not necessary, and I'm sure certain community members would have an issue with it since we don't need it and it serves no purpose. But I think it would be kind of cool for the building aspect of it to have something like that. Hell, and once you've added that in, then you can add in doors that automatically open and close. We're already building all this stuff that we shouldn't be able to build living out in the woods. So there's got to be something going on. We should be able to explain it in some way, shape, or form. What is my power right now? Ooh, do I have the power? I'll have to ask He-Man. I'm sorry, I had to make the reference. Does he have the power? Do I have the power? I have the power, I don't have the mass, and I just used it too. I think I can get enough. We could make the lathe today. Hold on 1 second. I had the items there. I want to do a little bit of mass, but not too much. Well, that's not nearly enough. Need 250, right? I'm gonna be one short. One short. I need to do, and then split one. Okay. I hate the this system. I really do. Turn the power back on that. I know the sun's setting, but I want to see if I can get this built up real quick. Or at least start it. I might not place it right now, but yes, I can. Leaves with 177. Okay, cool. And that builds really quick. Oh, I'll wait for it a few seconds. Now, placement, I might not place it today because I got to figure out where I want it. Realistically, going down here is probably the easiest. I've got more room down there. I've only used one of these once, and placement wasn't my issue at the time. I was just testing, so placing it didn't really matter where it went. That would work, but I don't think I'd like the look. I would like to build some kind of workbench lathe combo that I think would be kind of cool. Where I've got a workbench built into the lathe or vice versa. Temporarily? until so the workbench isn't straight. That's why this, see, I'm placing this straight and the workbench isn't straight, and that's what's causing the issue. Temporarily, I'm going to put it there. Well, for right now, I guess it's okay. Yeah, so 6, 10, I need to make more of those. The crystals, the gears I definitely have. Yeah, pearls and crystals galore. Oofta. Well, I think I mean, I'd have to grind a ton off camera to get to the point that I have enough pearls and crystals and stuff. If I want to try to do this quickly. If I take my time, then we're okay. But I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. I've been Critical. This has been Subsistence on Season 5. I hope you guys have enjoyed this content. If you have, drop a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.